Hey guys, how you going? Jerry here. Look, I've never posted something like this before. It's not something that I'll do a lot of. Just recently though, I've had a tremendous amount of people ask me about technique. A few things before we start. Do you need to have the perfect technique in order to drop somebody? Well, no, you don't. Okay? Just body mass, your own weight, the way you're throwing it around. You don't have to have that perfect technique in order to do incredible amount of damage. You can see that with MMA cage fighters and things like that. But today what I'm trying to sort of iterate, and I'm wearing the black gi for a reason because I'm really going to just dirty things up, okay? This is going to be a bit of a bastardisation of things. I suppose my main point with this is technique-wise, very, very important, especially in the traditional martial arts. But I just want to do a quick spin-off, and technique-wise, I'm going to work on the side kick for a little bit, and just with a bit of an explanation behind it. Most people will do the side kick with the blade of the foot, okay? Which is, it's not a bad technique. As you can see here, it's great if somebody's got their guard up, however. Most people say I'm just going to push the arms against the guard, okay, and come through with the blade. I'm not a particular fan of that. What I try and do is use my knuckles, find a point on my heel, and I try and kick with the bladed heel. Okay, so as I'm coming around the bladed heel, not the flat, you probably have a bit of a better demonstration here. So the whole idea is no different than when we're throwing our punches, yeah? We're only hitting with the front two knuckles, not the whole hand, getting this position correct, okay? And it's almost like a line of sight, right? Straight down to the middle of your front two knuckles. So when I'm hitting, okay, I'm always going to hit in the same place. Now you notice a lot of traditional martial arts will tell you Jordan or Chudan, and that's great, punching head height, punching stomach height, and not a lot of them explain where you actually need to hit on a human's face. The most effective place to hit is actually the chin. Coming up, hitting the chin, okay, that's a knockout blow, okay? So anytime I'm going to throw a punch, front two knuckles, aiming for the chin, whether it be a jab, whether it be a full-on hit, even with a hook coming around, okay, it's still to the chin. This is going to cause, especially the hook coming through, okay, turning the hip into it, it's going to be a big thing I'm going to be working on as well, okay, to the chin area. You find a lot of boxers, a lot of good fighters will fight like this. You know, to tap them on the top of the head and come through to get that chin area. Now this is going to be a little bit full on and a little bit nasty for some people. So hold on to your stomachs those. If you don't have a strong constitution, there's the way I'm going to explain it. It's pretty nasty. So what we want to do, we want to bring it up, okay, always bring it straight up in front, okay, and extend out. That blade of the foot doesn't exist for me. It's that one point of contact on the bladed heel, okay? It probably doesn't show that there. Two reasons for this. One, somebody's got their guard up. I don't want to hit their hands. I want to penetrate through the guard, okay, and connect directly with the chin, okay? So rather than a midsection kick or trying to kick their arms into their body, okay, I want that one clean knockout blow. Two, we're aiming at the chin, but we need to be able to have that much pressure, that much force, speed, power. Some people call it chi. I relate it to kinetic energy, okay? What we need to do is have that penetration. So it's not a hit here, and I'll try and explain it like a bullet. A bullet, if you shoot somebody, especially if it's a high tip, and just sort of imagine this, shooting somebody in the chin and then blowing the back of their head out, okay? This is the same thing that we want to achieve when we're doing our side kick, okay? We're going to have very minimal point of contact, just that one little bit on that bladed heel, okay? It's only just a small area, no bigger than your front two knuckles. That's all the contact you're going to make by doing this particular technique. Turning the hip over even more and coming through. Okay? This is what's going to allow you to have that bullet effect. Okay? So basically, when I'm doing virtually any kick, I'm going to try and minimise the area or the surface I'm attacking with. No different than the front two knuckles. When we learn most traditional styles, coming through, kicking with the ball of the foot, okay, or the flat of the foot like in Taekwondo, which is great, but you've got a large surface area still. So even with a Mawashi area, instead of coming right up, I'm going to cut through like a knife at a 45-degree angle, and the ball of the foot is simply this part just here. No bigger than my front two knuckles when I'm doing that particular kick. Okay? So, going back to the side kick, knee comes up, always nice out in front, coming through, and you can see the hip turn, and you can see how my foot is actually pointed down, and I'm penetrating through the guard of someone directly to the face, or directly to the chin. This is my personal spin-off. After, and I do get a lot of both negative and constructive criticism about the way I explain things and the way that I perform particular techniques. But I'm a big stickler. After doing this is my 30th year now in training. I've just got a different take on things due to the wonderful people I've had the opportunity to train with and certain experiences in my life as well. Now this kick also, with your side kick, doesn't always have to be to the face. Some people simply don't have the flexibility. So you can go midsection, or you can absolutely go for the knees and kneecap area. The whole idea is bringing this up and coming down onto the knee. Okay, so I'm just turning that foot a little bit more. Nice upper body strength. I've got to have a good centre of gravity. Okay, I'll put it to you this way. If you kick somebody in the kneecap and their bone doesn't stick out at least a good 6 to 8 inches, you simply didn't kick them hard enough. All right? What we want is we want that penetrating effect. Technically, the perfect punch coming through, okay, with that twist, should be able to twist around the internal organs and break the back. That is the type of power and speed that we should be aiming for. Is it achievable? Well, depends on who you ask. Me personally, it's just a matter of trying to achieve that. So even when punching, coming through, okay, with that nice twist and just the front two knuckles, you're not technically aiming for the back, but the pressure that you put on, the force and everything that you're going to generate, and you really want that impact to come through, they've got to be able to feel it in their spine, okay? So traditional punches coming through, front two, or this day and age, by just going sort of semi-street fight, okay? We want to penetrate. We don't want to push them back. We want them to drop immediately, okay? So guys, my first video based on dirty technique, if you like, but please remember, this is martial arts and there are no rules. And boys, to every one of you out there, please be respectful to every style and every martial artist out there, because every one of them does their best. But please don't think that you should be limited, my personal opinion anyway, into thinking that you need to do exact perfect techniques all the time to be effective. You don't. Grading purposes, especially in the traditional styles, yes, technical ability is a big thing, and being able to use your technique in the correct manner, in the right way, with the right speed, power, force, pressure, that just comes down to train hard, guys. That's all I can say. Well, out for now. Hope that was a little bit of a help to some of you. And please, I do absolutely want your constructive criticism, whether you liked it or not, because I'm always learning. I always will learn. 30 years of doing it, and look, I learn something new every day. Thanks, guys, for watching. Take care. Have fun.